life struggles, happy moments, bad times, and unforgettable memories.
Grab a drink and join us as we talk about our lives and share a laugh or two with us as we bring you along on our crazy journey called life.
Welcome to Two Wives,
One World.
Hey listeners, welcome back for another episode.
Hey guys, welcome back to Two Wives, One World, and we are here. We took a little bit of a break. Life has just been absolutely crazy. But it feels like the last year, honestly, the last 2 years just feels like it's been insane.
It really does.
It's crazy. So hopefully we're at a point where maybe life will start slowing down a little bit. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood. But we're here tonight and we are really, really excited for our episode tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then for those of you that have listened to us before, you've seen us do videos like this before, but this one's going to be kind of different. Nikki, do you want to talk about what we are doing tonight?
Yeah, so we are going to be talking about the show that is on everybody's mind, that everyone has been talking about for the last, I don't know, Cass, 4 years? Is that how long the show's been out?
Yeah. Well, I think the first season came out in 2018 or 2019, one of the two.
Okay, and then you had to wait until this year to get season 2. I took out a subscription on HBO Max just to watch this show, and we are going to be talking about Euphoria tonight. So I'm super excited about this because I binge watched all of Euphoria 2 weeks ago, a week ago, something like that, and I'm obsessed with the show. I will rewatch it 100%.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, and I guess we should talk about that real quick before we get any deeper into it. Just a trigger warning, there was drug use in the show. There is a lot of adult content. So for any of you younger listeners, if we have any of you, this might be one that you're going to want to skip.
Yeah.
And even for adults too, there are some touchy subjects and stuff in the show. There are parts where it's hard to watch, and we might go over some of those things. We might not. I'm not sure. So just want to put that warning out there that this is pretty much adult content we're going to be talking about. But there's also really good things about the show too. It's not all just doom and gloom, but we just want to throw that out there before you guys listen to it, just so you know it's in the back of your mind there that there could be some sensitive topics that we cover. But so Nikki, what are we going to do while we talk about this show?
We are going to do makeup looks inspired by Euphoria. If you watch Euphoria, it's very glittery. It's very galaxy-like is how I feel it looks, because there's lots of pinks, purples, blues, a lot of bright neon colors. Yeah, that's pretty much rhinestones. I love rhinestones, so I will be putting them on my face tonight.
Yes, and all the glitter you can think of. I mean, the show is just glamorous. The makeup looks, and honestly, the outfits too are glamorous.
It's glamorous, but not glamorous. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There are characters that are more glamorous than others, but even the non-glamorous characters have their moments where they are they do have glitter. And I want to go back and rewatch the show because I feel like there's a reason for that. The director had a reason for making the main character in season 1, she had glitter on her face all the time. And then I feel in season 2 that didn't happen as much.
Ooh, I wonder if I noticed that or not. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Definitely.
Yeah, so super excited. So if you guys want to join along, look up your favorite inspirational Euphoria makeup looks. Grab your makeup kit, grab whatever you want, grab your drink, grab your dinner, whatever. Join along with us. And if you guys have watched the show, let us know down below who your favorite character is or what you think is going to happen in season 3. But yeah, this is exciting. I can't wait. I guess before we do that though, I'm itching to put this makeup on my face. I cannot wait. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and do everybody's favorite segment.
What's in your cup?
What is in your cup? We can't start this podcast without doing our favorite segment. So Nikki, start us off. What are you sipping on tonight?
I'm sipping on water because I'm sick again, guys, for
the
fourth time this year.
Oh no.
Working with children is no joke. They are always sick. They are always sneezing and coughing on me. And normal Nikki pre-pandemic would have only been sick once. And now since I now that we've been wearing masks for 2 years, I feel like it made my immune system plummet. And I just have been catching literally everything under this.
I hate
So
that for you.
I am sick again, so I'm drinking water out of my gigantic water bottle that has all my corgi stickers on it.
That is so adorable.
And if you would like your own corgi stickers, go to corgionfleek.com. That's where I get all of my corgi stickers, where Justin gets all of his corgi shirts. And the guy that does it is amazing. He has a YouTube channel too. So
I think I've actually watched one of those videos with you, or you had it playing in the background one of the times I was over at your place.
probably he's the reason we actually decided to get a corgi, because we were thinking about it anyway, but then we watched his channel and he did 365 days with my corgi. And so we watched that and I was like, I want one.
Oh my god.
So it's near and dear to our hearts.
That makes me so happy. I love that. All right, guys, I am too sipping on water because hydrate.
Before you hydrate.
I'm drinking with this cute little Coca-Cola cup on here. It says peace, have a Coke, and a smile.
I love that.
And it's just got a whole bunch of cute little pastel-y, cute little colors on here. Love it. With my straw to go along. But yeah, guys, stay hydrated. Take your vitamins, take care of yourself, take care of your friends. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm dying to start.
I know.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
I'm gonna put my headband on first before we start.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that.
I'm working with the bunny ears tonight, guys.
So cute. I love it.
It's also dirty, so don't judge me. I have to wash it still.
I love that. That's so cute.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like I need to spray my face first before we start because my face is super dry.
Mine surprisingly isn't too bad. It usually is. I have a few breakouts though. I'm like, ugh. So I guess tonight I'm gonna have to do a mask or something just to kind of help with that. Blah. But yeah, okay guys. So I'm gonna kind of tell you guys how I kind of came to know about the show. I'm not gonna lie to you, back in 2019 or whatever year it came out, everybody on Clarion campus was talking about that show. I'm talking everybody was talking about watching that show, and I was like, whatever. I was like, I like Zendaya, but I don't really know, I don't watch HBO, I don't, whatever. So flash forward to 2022. And everybody was commenting on their Instagram stories oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. I'm so excited. We've been waiting 2 years and all of this. Well, I got COVID. And I said, what am I going to do while I'm at home quarantined? Well, you guessed it. I watched Euphoria. And from the very first episode, I was hook, line, and sinkered. I could not stop watching that show. I'm pretty sure I watched the first season in 2 days or it did not take me very long at all. I was oh my gosh. I was the acting is amazing. They cast the best people for the best parts. But yeah, so I binge watched it and then I was oh my gosh, wait, the new series is streaming every Sunday, Euphoria Day. So then I was just hooked. And now I'm oh my gosh, we have to wait 2 years for season 3. This is a ripoff.
Well, yeah. I've heard that they might not wait that long for season 3.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't know that I could wait that long. It's almost like a Stranger Things. We finally got a release date for Stranger Things. I feel like I've been waiting forever for season 3. Or 4.
They are going to look so different.
I know, they're going to be grown adults.
For real though, Millie Bobby Brown when she started was a baby and now she's a woman.
I know, it's craziness. She's doesn't she have a skincare line?
Yeah, she does. I think
Wow.
it's called like Florence Beauty or something like that.
We love her. But anyway, yeah, so I watched it, I gave it a try, I loved it, and then of course I told Nikki like how much I loved the show, and then did you hear from other friends too? Did somebody else tell you about the show?
A lot of people were talking about it. I listened to a podcast called The Burt Show, and they were talking a lot about it, and I was like, oh, it sounds like a show that I would really like. And like, I'm not gonna say I was a fan of Zendaya, but like, I was like, oh, Zendaya's cool. Like, I wouldn't mind watching her in that, cause like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of her being MJ in the Spider-Man movies, and I don't know why. I
Yeah,
I just think it was cause like I said, I just wasn't a fan of hers, and then I watched Euphoria, and my whole life changed.
I know. She is like unbelievably good. Like the way she acts in this show is unlike anything I've ever seen. Like
Yeah,
it's unreal.
I like she deserves an Oscar for the way like her acting in that show. I swear.
I know. I don't know if they're gonna have an Emmys this year or not. I know she won an Emmy for the first season. Now I don't know if I don't even see. I don't even know when the Emmys are. If anybody listens, watches the Emmys, let us know down below when it is because I guarantee there's gonna be some nominations for this season.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I mean,
So.
it was so it was all so good. Like everyone did an outstanding job. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you guys, if you are on the fence about watching it,
just do
just
it.
do it. Yeah, just do it. Because
Um,
you will not be let down.
so just real quick, guys, I'm actually doing my eyes first tonight, and I just went in with the Essence eyeshadow base. I got it in my little advent calendar.
That's
Um,
adorable.
it is, and it's really nice. Like I haven't used it yet. And then I think I'm gonna start with the Mercury Retrograde
Ooh,
eyeshadow palette
yes.
from Huda.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that.
Okay, but like this palette screams Euphoria to me.
It seriously does. Can we talk about like some of the shades that are in this and even like the shade names like Utopia, Ultraviolet, Mercury, Supermoon, like it's all like shades that scream Euphoria like you said.
Hot Mess, Vortex.
There is quite a hot mess. There is one character that is a hot mess in the second
Oh my
season.
gosh. So like I feel like at the end of this podcast, like before we end the podcast tonight, we need to take a BuzzFeed quiz to see what character we are from you.
Yes, 100% I'm down.
So should we start talking about the first season?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so Cass, for like people who don't know what Euphoria is, can you give them kind of like a little synopsis?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so basically Euphoria is a story about so the main character is Rue and the first season kind of goes over like what happened in her childhood, what happened to one of her parents and then eventually it goes into detail explaining about how she became addicted to opiates. I don't know if I'm saying that word right or not. Drugs.
Yeah, you're right.
So she goes to rehab but comes back and basically relapses and so the show is centered around Rue but we learn about all these side stories of other characters like other characters that go to the school and we even learned about some of the parents. And one of the parents, which is Nate Jacobs' dad, Cal Jacobs, is, for all you Grey's Anatomy fans out there, is Mark Sloan. Hello!
Which was so weird to me.
So weird, guys. Like, if you watch the show, you'll understand why. We don't want to spoil anything, but if you watch the show, just McSteamy.
McSteamy.
So basically, it's a story about all these high schoolers, and it talks about their struggles. It talks about their trials, tribulations, their relationships. It goes over a lot of topics, sexual abuse, basically bullying is a big one, manipulation, drug abuse. It goes over family problems, basically anything that you think could happen in a high schooler's life, they pretty much go over and talk about. Which is amazing because I feel like a lot of shows sugarcoat the high school experience. When in reality, I mean, a lot of people struggle going through high school. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. We're introduced to each character, and I'm trying to think, are there any other main points that I'm kind of missing?
I don't think so. Like, there's a lot of like blackmail in the show.
Yes, there is.
There's like a
How can I
lot
forget
of
about that?
blackmail. And Cass, I don't know, did you watch the like after the credits stuff? Like the cast afterwards?
Honestly, I think I only watched about 2 of those, but I would like to watch the other ones.
So, Cass talks about Nate Jacobs. He is one of the main characters of the show. He is the one that does a lot of the blackmail. Well, I went through the show thinking like he was this super smart, like very calculated person. Where here, whenever the guy that plays him, and I know his name and I can't think of it.
Oh, Jacob Elordi.
Yes, he said that really he's not very calculated. Like he's just actually kind of like all over the place. And playing him as a character, he just felt like he was a hot mess. Nate was a hot mess, which I mean he is. The kid has so many issues.
Yeah, he's honestly kind of a psycho.
Yes. Yes, and I feel like that really came out in season 2.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's bad, guys. Like
Yep. It's crazy though talking about Jacob Elordi, who was in The Kissing Booth on Netflix for those of you that have watched that.
Yes, it was.
Jacob Elordi is like, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that right. He is like such a sweet person, and like in all these interviews I've watched of him, he like goes on to talk about how he's like the complete opposite of Nate Jacobs. Like he is so sweet, and all these fans that have said that they've like met him on the streets and stuff, they all say that he is just so sweet and kind. Like he always goes out of his way to talk to people when they approach him. Like he is just a super down to earth guy. And it's crazy because like Nate Jacobs is like the complete opposite. Like he's just an absolute jerk. Like he's a jerk, he's a manipulator, he is abusive towards people. He's violent. It's just crazy. Like he's
insane.
Crazy. It's nuts. But like I told Nikki, I can't help but be attracted to the character. Like it's not his personality, but just the way he portrays. Maybe it's more of an attraction towards Jake Elordi. I think it's more of an attraction towards him than Nate Jacobs, because he's an awful person. Like and the things that he like gets away with too. Like
that's what makes me so mad.
So mad.
He gets away with everything.
Yes. We won't spoil anything, but basically he gets into like a little bit of a tuffle and hurts someone bad. And they were going to press charges against him, but basically they dropped the charges and he just gets away with it. And it's just like, no.
It's insane.
That shouldn't have happened. So yeah, there are some very hard scenes to watch in that show. Like, there are some scenes that I watch and I'm just kind of like, this is like hard for me to watch. Like, just because the raw emotion and the things that just happen, it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is real. Like this stuff happens. Like this is happening every single day. And a lot of that is like the drug use, like for me to watch. And well, no, I think that I don't want to go into too many details. Well, you know what, guys? No spoiler alert. I don't know. No, she has her withdrawals in the second season.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to talk about how I love in the first season, Kat is a very powerful female figure, and kind of uses her. Okay, this is the thing that irritates me. They consider her plus size, but she is not plus size. Like, she is mid size. Like, she is not a plus size woman.
No, she's not.
But the thing that I love about it is that she uses that her body. Okay, so her body is different than some of the other main characters. What I love about Kat as a character is she uses herself and her beauty and just rises above it. Like, she is a baddie. Like, that's what the kids are saying these days. She's a baddie. Kat is
She is a
a
baddie. But honestly, like, I hate Kat. I will say it. I hate Kat.
yeah, she gets worse.
I wanted to like her character so much, and then I just hated her. And part of it is because so she gets a boyfriend in the second season. And it's basically this guy who was like super sweet to her in the first season, like literally would have done anything for her. And I personally just loved this character. I love the guy that plays him. Um but like she ends up breaking up with him in the second season, and she does it in a way that made me so angry.
Right,
Like,
instead of just like coming out and saying like, "Hey, this isn't working between us," she kind of almost like manipulated him into saying things that he probably didn't want to, and making it seem like it was kind of like his decision when ultimately like she's the one that decided that.
right. Absolutely. And that's what makes me angry about the whole situation. Is because like she was I don't know.
I liked her. Okay. I liked her in the first season because I liked seeing, that she was comfortable about her body and, I don't know, there were some questionable things that she did though.
Yeah. But the thing is, like you said, she is very comfortable. Like she starts to become comfortable with her body, and like you don't
Yes.
see that with, even though she wasn't plus size, they were portraying her to be plus size. Um, she like kind of just takes that and rolls with it,
Mhm.
and that's so
I
cool
love it.
to see.
And it's nice for us because like our generation, we never really saw plus size women being like portrayed in the media. Like it was like if you look at Friends, there wasn't the main characters, all of them were skinny. They were all beautiful, but there were no women that were and I haven't watched all of Friends, so I could be very wrong. But like shows like that, it was like there never really was like plus size women like on
No,
a regular basis on these shows.
there's not. I watched all the Friends, and there's not a plus size woman on there. And if there was, she was the butt of the jokes.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. I hate it.
And that
Hate
makes
it.
that grinds my gears.
It just like makes me mad because why are plus size women always like the funny like
The funny fat
happy go
friend.
lucky. Yeah, yes, exactly. And for those of you that haven't heard that song, go listen to it right now.
It's such a good song.
It's really good. Um, but anyways, so Kat, yeah, she made some like questionable choices. Um, I guess so. Maybe do you think it would be good if we like went through every character in
Yeah.
like their first season versus like their second season?
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
let's start with the main character. Let's talk about Rue.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that girl.
So Zendaya's character, Rue, you like I loved her character. Like I feel like I was just rooting for her the whole time. And that's
Yes.
what they want you to do because she is such a likable character. And they take Zendaya, who is so likable in the first place, and make her play this character who is a drug addict. And like you just want her to be better.
Yeah, you want her to get clean so bad. And it's like so hard to watch her do the things that she does. Like okay, so like for instance, in the first season, after she comes home from rehab, her mom then starts to make her do drug tests. Well, like Rue goes to, and this is spoiler alert, Rue goes to the measures of like going to a friend that she hasn't spoken to in forever and asks her to like pee for her, basically, so she can use her pee for the test. And, like, it's just, like, so heartbreaking to watch her do the things that she does, especially in the second season. So, like, the first season, she says in one of the episodes, like, she didn't plan to stay clean. Like,
Right.
she had no intention in getting clean after she got out of rehab. And it's just like, okay, it's like, so what's gonna happen? Like, is this character gonna plummet? Is this character gonna thrive? Like, what the heck's gonna happen? So basically, the first season, she continues taking the opiates, and, like, the relationship with her mother is strained, and it's just like,
And with
but
her,
she is,
like her bond with her sister breaks my.
yes, I know, and that has to be, like, so hard for her sister too.
And I think they portrayed, like, the life of a drug addict's family so well too in this show.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because, like, you don't get to see the whole picture, like, when they come home from rehab, and, like, the manipulation that happens, because, like, their family member is still trying to, like, they're trying to be better, but it's hard, and, like, you don't get to see parts like that. Like, you just know, oh, that person does drugs, they're a bad person. Like, no,
Yes.
that is not always that's not always a fact. Cass, I'm also using this foundation tonight.
I freaking, can we talk about your eyeshadow? Dang.
I'm
That
not
is
even done yet.
beautiful.
Oh, I had a lot of fallout that I did not wipe off. So, Cass, what makeup did you use tonight?
So far I have used the Trestique pencil, foundation pencil. I have used the Born This Way concealer. I have used the Ulta eyelid primer. The Huda Beauty, what is this called? Sugar Cookie Bake Powder. And I think that is it so far. And then, of course, I'm using the Mercury retrograde palette. If I can pronounce the word Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah,
I also use the Mercury retrograde palette, and I use the In a Trance palette from ColourPop.
Ooh.
And I used a little bit of the Naked Cyber. Oh.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I just had It's on my computer. I don't know what to do.
Oh no! Did it break?
It just fell out.
Oh no. Okay, so is the eyeshadow intact?
I don't know. I haven't taken it off my computer yet. I'm scared. Okay. That was scary.
That was a close one. That could have been very bad.
I did
What color was it that fell out?
That white, the Clarify one.
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
That's okay. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
But yes, we were talking about Rue. So in the first, did we talk about how she went clean in the first season? So, like, she came from rehab, said she wasn't gonna get clean, was literally, what was she doing? Smoking weed, popping pills, and snorting? Was it cocaine? I don't even know. Like, I don't know my drugs.
Yeah, in especially like in this, fentanyl. She did fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Was that in the first season? Or was that in the second season?
See, it's so hard for me since I, like, watched them back to back. Like, I watched the first season, then automatically went right into the second season, so sometimes it kind of, like, combines.
Oh, you know what? She did use fentanyl in the first one because I think, isn't that what that guy injects her with?
Oh yeah, Moose or whatever his name was. That guy was trash.
Yeah. But basically, Rue goes clean for the character I think we should talk about next, which is Jules.
Yes.
Jules is her girlfriend. Well, becomes her girlfriend. Spoiler, sorry. But basically, Rue, like, falls in love with Jules and decides to go clean for her. And I don't know how I felt about that. Like, I feel like that's why she ends up relapsing, was because she did it for somebody else and not herself.
Yes, that is a great way to explain that. I think that's a perfect way to talk about that. Because if you don't want to do it for yourself, how can you do it for someone else, you know?
Makes
And
sense.
then it's like, it feels like, okay, this is my thing with Jules. I really liked Jules in the beginning of the first season. And then, like, I slowly began to, like, not like Jules as a person. I just, the choices that she makes, like, I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it and reevaluate, like, who my favorite characters are. But I don't know how maybe it's just because I don't like Jules and Rue together. I feel like they're a little bit toxic.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know.
I agree 100% with that statement. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I want to say this. Like, I guess we can talk about Joel's character next then.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, wait,
I
before we talk about Jules, um, let's talk about Rue in the second season.
Oh yes. Oh, it's so hard to watch Rue in the second season.
It really is.
It is so hard just because, like, I feel like she puts her life on the line so much in the second season. But then again, in the second season, we also see so much growth from her. Like, she is unbelievably strong in the second season. It is crazy. So basically, Rue starts doing the harder drugs. I'm pretty sure it's cocaine.
Heroin.
Yeah, heroin. Um, and the really bad part is her withdrawal scenes. Like, when she is going through withdrawal, like, it honestly was hard for me to watch. Like kicking in a door, telling her mom she hates her, how she's an awful parent. Um, her sister seeing her say all this stuff. Like, it was so hard to watch that. Like, and it was just so accurate to what a person goes through when their body's in withdrawal from drugs. Like, it was just it was just really hard to watch.
It was. That was my favorite episode of the season though, because it was so real.
Yes.
So basically, spoiler alert. I guess this whole episode is a spoiler alert. But so Rue basically comes up with this master plan to get drugs without like having to go through anyone. Like, she gets drugs from this drug dealer this lady is freaky to me.
Her voice is terrifying to me.
Yes. But she goes through this drug dealer who is creepy. She's just like a normal lady, but like it's scary at how normal she is.
I
And
think the fact that she's so normal makes people trust her. Like,
yes.
makes women and, like, people that go to her trust her more. I don't know. It's weird.
So Rue gets drugs from her, like a suitcase full of drugs to sell, which she doesn't end up selling, like she does a bunch of them. And her mom ends up finding out because Jules goes to her mom and tells her that she's doing drugs. So her mom finds her suitcase and takes it, and they flush all the drugs down the toilet. And Rue, when she finds out, literally loses it. Like, there was at one point where I thought she was like going to stab her mom, basically.
Yes, she was so mad. I don't
And
know. So how do we feel about Jules telling her mom?
I'm glad she did it.
Me too.
I'm really glad she did it because I think that shows Joel's character growing in this season. Because I feel like in the first season, she wouldn't have done something like that.
Right. And I also feel that just shows how much she cares about her well-being. Because I think that she knew that at that point, like, that Rue was obviously going to be pissed about it. But she was like, okay, she was probably thinking, what you know, what's the better option? Either she could be pissed at me now, or she could basically die from all the drugs she's doing.
And that is basically, like, with Rue, her character is, she has, like, ADHD, she has depression, she has anxiety, and that is where her whole, like, why she wanted to do drugs is to just, like, escape reality for a while. And basically in season 1, this part, like, made me so angry when she goes to her sister, and her sister's like, "Are you doing drugs again?" And, or no. She says to her sister, "I think I'm going to start smoking weed," when in reality she's doing a lot more than just smoking weed.
Yes.
And her sister is like, "You're so freaking selfish." And then Rue just, like, flips out on her sister because she's like, "Would you rather me kill myself or would you rather me smoke weed?" And, like, that's so manipulative. Like,
Oh my gosh, I know.
so terrible. And she makes her sister feel like she literally doesn't have a choice but to, like, keep that from her mom.
It's awful. I can't imagine so Gia's the sister, guys. I cannot imagine being in Gia's place. Like, I don't know what I would do if I had to see my sibling go through that stuff.
Me either. Me freaking either.
Like, it's just, I can't imagine, like, what that girl had been through going, like, just watching her sister basically, like, just destroy herself, essentially. But yeah, so she, like, absolutely wigs out on her mom for flushing the drugs, which was, what, like $10,000 worth of drugs?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's insane. And I'll tell you what, Zendaya, like, that's why it was my favorite episode, because watching, like I said, Zendaya is such a likable person. And the fact that she did that scene with, like, you wanted to root for her, but, like, you shouldn't. Like,
Yes.
that was the hard part. Like, you wanted her to get better, and you thought, like, it was gonna happen, and then she goes through that, and it's heartbreaking. But, like, that is on it. That's the life of, and I can't say that's the life because I don't know. Like, I personally don't know anybody that was addicted to drugs or anything. Um, but just from what I see from the show, I feel like that's actually what happens. Like, you go to those low points and you just don't care what anybody else thinks unless you're getting your next high.
Yep. It's insane. It's the show, like, guys, I'm telling you, like, the show is unbelievable. It is so good. Like, anybody that's, like, on the fence about watching it, like, just give it a try. It's just amazing.
And I don't know if you would want to watch it if you have, like, if you're triggered easily. It's probably not a show for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep.
Because it is a very like, I found myself, like, not getting depressed, but, like, feeling the way they felt in the show.
Yes, and it's because it's so, like, the actors and actresses that they chose for that show made it so basically made it so easy to like feel for them and, like, relate to them. Like it's unreal. Like, I don't think I've ever seen such great casting for a show before. Like, it's just so good. I wish the third season was coming out soon.
Me too.
But unfortunately, it's not.
Okay, we spent a lot of time on Rue, but I mean, she is
Yes.
the main character. So let's talk about Jules.
Jules.
Jules is a hot mess.
Jules, I feel like, wants to be loved so bad. Like, so Jules gets herself in a situation, um, in the first season with an older man. Um, And, like, I'm going to be honest, like, when she met this older man online and was going to meet up with him, I had such anxiety when she was walking to the hotel because I was like,
Right?
what is going to happen?
Me
Um,
too.
but Jules, moves to this town, I think, right? She moves from out of town.
Yes.
Um, and she, I really like her. I just feel like she needs to be away from Rue. I don't know. She just made some decisions in the show that I was just kind of like, you probably shouldn't have left. Okay, spoiler alert, guys. This whole episode, like Nick said, is going to be a whole spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, I apologize. But like when she left Rue at the train station, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, don't leave her. You're supposed to be supporting her.
Well, and I mean, like, she was going through her own stuff too at that point. But, like, still, like you said, she shouldn't have left. Um, so, like, Jules and, oh my gosh, Rue end up getting in. They don't really get into a relationship in the first season, do they? Are they in a relationship in the first season?
I think that they say that they love each other in the first season, but I don't think it's until the first episode of the second season where they're like, I don't know, where they become like girlfriends. I'm not sure. Guys, if we're wrong about any of this, please correct us because like I said when I watched it all like nonstop, so a lot of it kind of like flows all together for me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but Jules ends up getting blackmailed by Nate Jacobs. And they end up like chatting with each other, like she doesn't know who she's talking to, and it ends up being Nate Jacobs, and they meet each other, and he. What do you think about that cast? Like, do you think like he actually likes her, or do you think he's manipulating her?
I feel like maybe at first it was manipulation and then it maybe turned into more. The only reason I say that is because in the second season when Nate says to her, "By the way, I meant everything I said."
Yes.
That's what makes me wonder. And then there's some flashes to when he's like when they're talking about his love interests where like Jules will like pop up on that scene like where he's thinking about a love interest and then there'll be like a quick picture of Jules or something like real subtle and it's like what does that mean?
True. I never thought
What do
of
you
that.
think?
Like you said, I think that he started off with like it being a manipulation thing, but it definitely ended with him actually having feelings for her. Um, and I said this to Cass when I first started watching Euphoria. For you guys that don't know, Jules is actually trans, and I had no idea, like none, until they mentioned it in one episode where she was her parents took her to like a psych ward for it. And I was so confused. I'm like, why are they taking her to a psych ward? And then I realized like it's because she wasn't born as a she. And I was like, whoa, that's so interesting. I'm so glad they're like covering this in a show like Euphoria.
Yeah, like such a like widespread show that is so popular.
Mhm.
I'm like trying to get these wings precise and I'm stressed.
It's hard. I'm I'm struggling right now too. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. You're winging it right now
Just
too.
winging it.
Um, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, makeup wise, I feel like we're all over the place again with this episode, but that's fine.
We are. I hope you all like that though.
That's just kind of us. Like we definitely just bounce all over the place when we talk. I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of the makeup things I used. I forgot to prime my face, which I realized after I put my foundation on, but I was going to use the Baby Skin by Maybelline primer. I didn't use it. But I did use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, which like gives my skin a very nice glow.
Beautiful.
I love this stuff. And then I use the Tracique.
Yes.
And over top of that, I use the L'Oreal True Match Nude Serum foundation, which was really nice. And then for what was the other thing? Concealer. I used Tarte Glow On because I wanted this to be very glowy because Euphoria is just a very glowy show. And then what else did I use? I contoured with the Belgium Waffle palette.
I freaking love that palette.
So pretty.
I love it.
And then I bronzed all over with the Becca, what is this called? Becca Sunsetter palette.
I actually love the bronze.
I used blush from the Natasha Denona Diamonds and Blush palette.
Ooh.
Now I am going to put on some highlighter. And I don't know which highlighter to use. Ooh, I think I'm going to go with like this purple one that's in here.
Ooh, I'm obsessed. I love that.
A purple highlighter moment. Okay, so Jules, I feel like we pretty much covered for the most part. She's an awesome character for the most part.
Yeah,
I like her more in the second season.
Yes. I think what she did for Rue it took a lot of guts.
Yeah.
I really do.
So when Rue was going through her withdrawal, Jules and this other kid, I can't think of his name.
Elliot.
Jules and Elliot were at her house when she was like going through her withdrawal and she didn't know that they were there, and like Jules spoke out and said something, and basically Rue got super embarrassed and Jules ends up telling her that she's the one who told her mom about it, and Rue is like, don't ever talk to me again, basically, like, I don't love you, you're a piece of trash, basically.
Yeah, you suck the life out of everyone you meet.
And all she said back to her was, I love you. And that part for me, it just like touched my heart, because like when somebody says something like that to you, all you want to do is be like, well, screw you. But she was the bigger person. She was just like, I love you. Like, she knew she was going through crap, and instead of letting it eat at her, she was like, I love you. And I feel like that's so important for people to know.
Yes. I completely forgot about that part. I feel like that just like shows that she really is there for her best interest.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Joel's great character. Some tea happens between her and somebody's dad. Don't want to spoil that for you guys. That's one whole plot twist. Yeah, so I was absolutely shook whenever I saw that part. I was like, what? Yeah, so Jules. Did you say that is Jules your favorite makeup out of the whole series?
I like her makeup because it's very like bright and bold. And I was gonna do that, but it was kind of too natural. Like, not natural, but like she doesn't really wear mascara or anything. And I wanted that like big glam look. So I'm going more towards like Cassie or Maddie.
Yes, queens.
They really are though.
I guess let's talk about those two.
Cassie and Maddie.
Yes.
Girls are a freaking hot mess.
Oh my girl.
Like, hot freaking mess.
Ooh. Okay, Team Maddie or Team Cassie?
First season, Team Cassie. Second season, Team Maddie.
Yeah, it is pretty messed up what Cassie does to Maddie in season 2.
I was so happy that Maddie like beat her ass at the end. I'm not gonna lie.
She really did. And then there's this thing going on TikTok and everything that was like, she beat her and not a nail was broken, not a hair out of place, and her makeup was still looking snatched. And I was like, it's true.
It is very true.
Okay, so we learn in the first season that Maddie is a very glamour. She loves all things basically. She would love to be rich. Like, she loves all the finer things in life. We find out that she was in pageants. We find out that her and Nate, their relationship isn't everything that it seems. So we find out what her relationship with him is like. She is just, there's something that happens between the two of them that I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, why is she letting him off the hook like this?
Right?
They are toxic. They are a toxic relationship, those two. I'm just like, I'm ready for you guys to basically end it right now. But Maddie is very, like, she's not afraid to say what she thinks. She's not afraid to fight people. She's a cheerleader. And she is, like, I feel like with everything I've seen on TikTok and stuff like that, I feel like she's a fan favorite, honestly.
Definitely.
But I'll be honest with you guys, I did not really like her that much in the first season.
I didn't either. She was not my favorite in the first season. But I think that's because she was with Nate. Like, I just don't like Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Toxic. So the second season, we learn a little bit more about her. What do you think the deal is with her and the woman that she nannies for, or the woman that she babysits for? What's going on there?
I think the woman she babysits for, like, low-key has a crush on her.
I mean, honestly, it would make sense. Because obviously she saw her trying on her clothes. Because we see the camera. So it's like, what?
Oh, wait, for real? There was a camera?
Yeah, there was a camera, and it showed her basically watching her. Like, it didn't show her, but it showed the camera being turned on.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to look it up because it was just like, what?
Yeah, I must have totally missed that part because I do not remember that. Because I was like, how did she know that she wanted that dress? Well, that makes sense now.
Yep. It's kind of weird, that relationship there. I'm trying to think of other things we learned about her in the second season. Honestly, Nate makes her life awful. Like, the thing that he does to her in the second season was...
I was scared for her.
Me too. I didn't know what he was gonna do.
Okay, my wings look more like cousins than sisters, but it's fine.
Girl, no, it looks adorable. I love it.
Okay, it is finally time to do my under eye. And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I know, I'm so indecisive. I'm like, should I do this? Should I do this? But Maddie is a baddie. I would not go up against her.
Maddie is a baddie. She and her and Cassie are, like, best friends. Like, hands down best friends, like, since they were so little.
Oh, it hurts my heart. I hate it.
In a way, I can kind of, like, relate to them in certain ways. But I don't know. It's hard.
This is the thing for me with Cassie. Nate is just so manipulative. Like, so it almost makes it hard to not feel bad for her just because of how manipulative he is and how smooth he is with her. Guys, okay, we'll switch to Cassie real quick. Nikki, what do we really know about Cassie in the first season? Do we really learn a whole bunch about her?
Just that her dad, did we learn that her dad left in the first season? I think so.
Yes.
So Cassie is in the first season is with this guy, and I cannot remember his name.
Oh, McKay.
McKay, yes. She's with McKay. They basically, people call her a hoe because she takes pictures of her boobs and like she does what guys ask of her, because honestly the girl just wants love. Because we find out that her dad leaves and becomes like addicted to drugs. And all she wants, she has daddy issues basically.
Yep.
And I mean, like, I can relate to that. So like in a way I can relate to Cassie. Like, I get it. What she does in the second season, I don't get. But she basically just wants love, and this McKay gives it to her. But he goes off to college, and things just aren't working out between them. But she ends up getting pregnant, and then has an abortion.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, so how do you feel?
Really love Cassie's character. I really do. And I really hope for her sake she makes a comeback in the third season.
Yes, me too, because the girl deserves the world, and it's just like the world has not been kind to her.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. I feel like I need to do pink somewhere.
Well, I have to do lips, and I'm gonna put the glitter in my face.
Excuse my dog. She's a little obnoxious.
I really like Cassie. Like, I think that she's just. I just think that she has some. I don't know, some trauma. Like, trauma, and like, she just. I mean. I don't know. I love the girl, but she's just. I hope for her sake that she does come back in the third season, because I mean, again, I was worried for her because she was just going crazy all over a trash boy. For those of you that have watched it, Cassie and another spoiler, guys, Nate end up falling in love. Or is it love? I don't know what it is. It's just awful. It's hard to watch because, like, her and Maddie, like you said, Nikki, were like the best of friends. So, like, for her to go behind Maddie's back and just, like, basically sleep with her boyfriend and, like, be in love with him, it's just like, okay, that's.
But they weren't together, Cass. They were just on a break.
Uh-huh.
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 I don't know. I don't know what to say about her. I want her character to, I don't know.
Wake up.
Yes, I do. I will be right back.
Okay.
Because I have to blow my nose.
So, guys, let's talk about the weather. Right now it is snowing. Not happy about it because I moved down south thinking that I would be far away from this crap. But here we are. I don't approve of it. We're supposed to be getting like 2 to 3 inches tonight, which granted isn't that bad compared to what they get back home where Nikki is. But still, I'm just kind of like, okay, this is a ripoff. I moved down here because I wanted to get away from it. Okay, this lip combo is not good. I'll make it work. I used the Jeffree Star liquid, or not liquid, liner in the color Calabasas for my lips. And then, I used some of the Totally Plastic eyeshadow. And then, of course, my beautiful bestie got me the Sungasm. I used that. And, The voluminous voluminous.
Voluminous? Volume?
Yes, voluminous. Well, I use Lash Paradise, guys. L'Oreal Lash Paradise.
Well, I use Lash Paradise.
I just use Lash Paradise. And right now I'm using the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle in Fearless.
Oh my gosh. This is bringing the look all together. Hold on. I can't wait to show you this.
What? I'm obsessed.
Wow.
Can we talk about how bad I wish that we could just like wear makeup like this every day?
I would do this. I'm not kidding. If you guys in the first season, Rue literally just has like glitter all over the bottom of her eyes, and it's amazing.
I'm obsessed. Also, guys, check out Rare Beauty because so far every product that I've ever had from them has been amazing.
Rare Beauty.
Yes.
I haven't used anything from them just yet.
I got the concealer last time I went to Sephora and I freaking love it. Oh my gosh, look at your glitter. I love it.
I'm literally just like packing it on. I don't think I'm gonna do rhinestones. I think this glitter might be enough for me. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we talked about Cassie. We talked about Maddie.
Let's talk about Nate. Have we talked about Nate?
I don't like we touched on it, but I don't think we really like dove deep into him just yet.
He's just crazy. Like,
kid's a hot mess express.
He is. He needs like psychological help, I think. He needs like I don't even know where to start with him, Nick. He is just abusive, manipulative, blackmailer. His
parents hate him.
Yeah.
Like basically his parents hate him. And I think that is hard on him because it's not I don't want to say it's all his fault because like it really goes back to how you were raised too.
Yep.
Like he was raised in a crappy situation, and there are just some people I feel like shouldn't have to atone for their parents' mess ups, and like Nate Jacobs is one of those people. I don't know. I don't even know how I want to describe him.
A jock. A masculine jock.
He's obsessed with Maddie in the first season. He's always obsessed with Maddie. I feel like even when he isn't with Maddie, he's still obsessed with her.
Oh, 100%.
All the kid wants to do is be loved, but he doesn't know how to show love. All he knows how to do is show control. Him being in control of situations is how he shows a person love.
He's just awful.
He definitely needs counseling.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Joe needs a therapist.
Yes. Yeah.
The scene that really got me with him was in the second season with Maddie.
Oh my gosh.
So Maddie has this thing that he wants. And there are some things that we're not spoiling from the seasons. But Maddie has this thing that he wants. And he's going to get it one way or another. He goes into her bedroom. She like comes home from babysitting and is like getting ready for bed. And she turns and he's sitting in a chair in her bedroom. Which is alarming to begin with. But he's holding a gun.
Oh my god.
And he takes the gun and holds it to her head and asks where the stuff is. And she doesn't tell him, or says she doesn't have it. So he cocks the gun and points it at his head instead. And in my opinion, that is scarier than him having it to her head.
Oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Because, like, if he would have shot her, it would have been over. But if he would have shot himself, she would have to live with that for the rest of her life, knowing something like that happened, you know?
Yeah, that's awful.
He pretends to shoot himself, like, twice, and then once she gives him what he wants, he was like, the gun was never loaded.
Ew. I hate him.
And that was the point I was like, nope, I hate him. There's no going back from that.
Toxic AF. I have no idea if this glitter is supposed to go on your lips, but I'm doing it anyway.
It is today.
But did you notice the sign that was in her room that said, "Smile, you're on camera"?
In Maddie's room?
Yep.
No?
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss all of this?
There is a sign in her room that says, "Smile, you're on camera." So, like, the conspiracy is that, like, she has that on tape.
I mean, that would make sense why she's so, like, calm and cool and collected about it. After the fact, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how she is, because I'd be absolutely freaking out.
So, like, this is another thing that got me in the second season, was whenever Maddie got done, like, beating up Cassie, and they're in the bathroom cleaning up, and Maddie's like, what did she say?
This is the only beginning, or what was it?
This is only the beginning, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, she knows what she's talking about, for sure.
I don't know. The whole show has me shook. Like, it's insane. Guys, I'm telling you to give it a try, because it is great.
We covered Kat already. We kind of covered her in the beginning.
Are there any other main characters that we're forgetting?
Yeah, my favorite, Fezco.
Fez!
Fez
Oh my
is my
gosh.
favorite. I love him.
He is... I didn't know how I felt about him in the first season. He's a drug dealer.
But, like, the coolest drug dealer ever.
The coolest. And, like, he's just, like, chill. But he, in the first season, I was like, okay, he's a piece of crap, you know. But he's, like, you actually learn in the second season that, like, he's actually kind-hearted and is caring and is protective.
I think you could kind of tell that in the first season, too, because, like, there was that one point where Rue was at his house trying to get drugs, and, what's his face? The guy that gave him the drugs.
Oh, yeah, Moose
was there, and he's like, Rue, you need to stay, like, away, basically. And she didn't stay away because she's Rue, and she messes up everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Fez is, like, trying to keep her safe, and, like, he basically sees her like a little sister, and that doesn't happen. And I love Fez. He's my all-time favorite.
I honestly think Fez has, like, become a fan favorite. I feel like everybody loves Fez, and, like, they have a reason to. Like, he's so cool, and he's just, like, sweet. Like, I can't wait to learn more about him.
And his relationship with
Lexi.
Yeah, his relationship with Lexi makes me so happy.
I know. I hope they end up together. Like, I'm shipping them to the end.
Like, Lexi's just this really cool, like, down-to-earth girl, like, normal. And she's Cassie's sister, which is crazy. But yeah, Lexi's, like, super normal. And she is not the kind of person I would expect with a drug dealer. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. 100% same.
But, like, she sees him as so much more than that.
Also, I just remembered, before I forget, we need to talk about Love is Blind.
Yes, we do.
We need to talk about that. So we'll talk about that later. I want to bring that up real quick. Who knows, guys? Maybe next episode we'll do a Love is Blind episode or something like that. Let us know down below if you would like that. But yeah, Fezco is just like down to earth. He's chill. And we want nothing more than to see the two of them together. And I feel like a lot of people feel that same way. I just can't wait to learn more about him. And he is like, I don't know, I just really love him. And like he did like live tweeting like while the new episodes were being released. So he would get on Twitter and like live tweet. I never followed along with him or anything like that. But I was reading the thing about how he would get on every Sunday. He would get on Twitter and like live tweet about the show, and like as you were watching it, and I'm just like, that's really cool. Like, I really love that. I think that's awesome. But Fezco is just chill. Like he's just the type of person that's just kind of like, yeah, man. But what he does in the very first season of the very first episode of season 2 with Nate.
Oh yeah, he kicks his booty.
Yep, he takes him down.
Thank goodness somebody needed to take Nate Jacobs down. And Fezco's the perfect person to do it.
I know. I think that's where like my love for him began. I was like, definitely. Yes. But yeah, so whenever Fez, Lexi doesn't have too much of a storyline, right? Well, she does now. She wrote that play about all of her friends and basically her life. But before that, you just kind of learn that Lexi was always in Cassie's shadow. Basically that she, you know, like her sister hit puberty before her. She always felt like she was behind her and overlooked. When in reality, she's like this beautifully talented woman. Like Lexi is like just awesome and is a true friend to Rue too. And we learned that. We learned that Lexi was there when Rue's dad passed away, and you know, Rue was there for Lexi whenever her dad left them, and she's just a great character. That's another character that I'm really excited to learn more about because she's just
amazing.
Yes, I love Lexi. Girl, that looks so cute.
I told you I was going all out for this. Like,
I freaking love that.
I was so excited to do Euphoria makeup.
Oh man, I wish I had rhinestones, dang it.
Just put glitter all over your face, it's fine.
Excuse me, guys. I'm yawning already. What time is it? Our time. It is 10:30.
I know, right? Isn't the day just flying by?
I know. I'm like, what?
I wish my work day would fly by like this.
Yeah, same. Whenever I sit there at work, it's like an hour goes by or a minute goes by and it feels like an hour. And it's like, okay, so we went through all of them. Honorable mentions to, what's the name of Rue's sponsor? I can't think what it is. Ollie?
Yes, Ollie.
Honorable mention to him. I really hope he gets together with Rue's mom. I think that would be so cute. Love him. Cassie and Lexi's mom is also a hot mess.
She's amazing though. Like she
really is. Hot mess. She's just funny too. Rue's mom's just been through the ringer.
That poor woman. What about Ash? Let's talk about Ash.
I feel like Ash is like out of control.
I mean, like, look at his upbringing though.
That is very true. I mean, that's normal life for him. So Ashtray is Fezco's like little brother, basically. Not like, I don't think he's like his blood brother. I don't think.
No, they're not blood brothers.
So they just have a really sweet relationship. Like they're very close to each other. Fezco's very overprotective of protective of him. Ashtray is like, he's honestly, he kind of scares me a little bit.
He's a badass.
There's no denying that. He's loyal to the family. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Whew. Loyal.
He literally would do anything for Fez.
And you kind of like see that at the like season finale of season 2.
I cried. I bawled my freaking eyes out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was like, really? Did this really have to happen?
Can we spoil? Can we do a spoiler alert?
Yeah, let's spoil it.
All right, spoiler alert, guys. We're gonna tell you what happens at the end of season 2. I bawled whenever he died.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty hardcore too.
Yes, but I mean, I wouldn't have wanted him to go out any other way.
I know. It it's just crazy how it happened. Like, it's crazy. I heard somebody say, like, apparently there's like a thud that you hear at the end of the episode or whatever, and they're like, oh, it was the grandma getting up out of bed. And I was like, that definitely was not the grandma, but okay.
It was a good try, though.
Yeah, good imagination you got there. But yeah, that was sad. And it was honestly, that was another thing that was like pretty hard to watch. Like,
Yeah.
it was heartbreaking just because he kept telling him to stop. And like he was planning on taking the blame. Like Fezco was going to take the blame for him. And
Yeah. And Ash was like, that's not happening.
yeah, he's like, no, no. Good try. That's not gonna happen.
I messed this one up.
Can we talk about how beautiful that is? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I can't. Nikki can vouch for me. I have never been able to stay up late.
She really has not ever. And I'm so sorry for pulling all those practical jokes on you when you would fall asleep. I feel so bad about them now.
Girl, no. Those are great memories.
Okay.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thank you.
I am like obsessed.
Oh, my lips. That's what I'm missing. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something.
I am obsessed with that look.
Huh. I don't know what to do. Should I do a dark lip or a light lip?
I would do like maybe a dark.
Dark.
Or no, maybe a light. Yeah, I say
know. Light. That makes it easier.
Ooh.
Guys, this is the unicorn lipstick from Too Faced. And it is beautiful.
I'm so excited to see this. Ooh.
This is my favorite. Oh my gosh, I want to do Euphoria makeup all the time.
Yeah, let's do like every week Euphoria makeup plus a BuzzFeed quiz. Okay, honestly, that's beautiful though.
Thank you.
I don't want you to ever take that makeup off.
I feel like you're not getting like the full. I gotta bring this closer. Like, I feel like you can't, like, you can't see the full effect of it. That's okay.
I'm obsessed. That is so pretty.
Thank you. You look awesome too.
Thank you. I tried here. I'll get closer so you guys can see my eyeliner. I tried to do a little moment.
I like
going
it.
Up. Thank you. I love this.
It's something like that too, but you can't really see it because it's green.
Ooh, petition for us to be able to wear this makeup all the time.
I would walk into school like this. I don't know how my kids would feel, but like, actually,
can we talk about the dress code at Euphoria High though?
Okay, there is no way we wouldn't have even been able to walk out of the house, to be freaking honest. But like,
yeah, that is true.
The stuff they wear.
Like, detention for you, ma'am, and detention for you, ma'am, and I would have been like, yeah, it's a little crazy what they wear. I'm just like,
It's also a little cringy.
Look how pretty! You're so sparkly.
Thank you. I'm freaking obsessed. See like the stuff under my eyes either, which is annoying, but that's okay.
It's beautiful. I bet you our thumbnail will bring it justice though. We'll make sure we get it justice.
Hope so.
Okay, so let's do a BuzzFeed quiz.
I'm looking one up right now. Quiz what Euphoria. Who do you think you're gonna get?
Cassie, I think.
Really?
Yes. Who do you think you'll get?
Rue.
Okay, Rue. I can see you being a
Or
well. I
Lexi.
could. Yeah, I was gonna say I could see you being Alexi too.
Yeah. I don't know, Cass. I think I would say Cassie would probably be a good one for you. Or my gosh. Maddie's friend. The
Oh,
one
Cat. Oh, the other
Cat.
or the Cat.
Yes. Okay, I am going to send you this real quick.
Okay.
Sorry this is a long podcast, guys. This makeup look took longer than I expected.
Yeah, guys. Hopefully you grabbed your makeup, joined along, because we're having a blast. Okay, let me see.
Paste. Go. I'm so excited for this.
Hey, I know, me too.
So we're saying either Cassie or Kat for Cass, and Rue or Lexi for me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you pull it up?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna take these ears off.
All right, I'm gonna read the first question. Choose something to do on a Friday night. Road trip, mall, dancing with friends, alone time with significant other, chilling at home, or watching/playing sports.
On a Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
No, okay, are these questions like what we would do in high school or questions on like what we would do now?
Let's do high school.
Okay, then mine would definitely be the mall.
Oh, it's a hard one for me. I'm gonna do alone time with significant other.
Yeah, for you, for high school, yeah, that would be a good one. All right, choose a sport. Baseball, cycling, boxing. No sports for me. Tennis or volleyball? I'm going volleyball.
Okay, so there's no track and field on here. But I did play softball in the summers, so I'll go ahead and pick baseball.
I was thinking that too for you. Sorry, guys, my nose is
Okay.
starting to get stuffy again.
No, girl, I 100% understand. Choose an artist. Georgia O'Keeffe, Frida Kahlo, Andy Warhol, oh my gosh, I can't pronounce. Jackson Pollock, Claude Monet, Salvador Dali. I have no idea who most of these people are.
I'm probably gonna go Andy Warhol.
I'm gonna say Georgia O'Keeffe. Why not?
Georgia O'Keeffe. All right, choose a place to live. A beach house, a studio in NYC, a big house in the best neighborhood, apartment in Seattle, white picket fence in the suburbs, or penthouse apartment with a view.
You know, I used to always say I wanted to live in the city. Like back in high school, I always said I wanted to live in the city.
You did.
So I'm gonna say studio in NYC.
I am thinking, I don't know.
That's a hard one.
I'm gonna say a white picket fence in the suburbs.
That's what I want now.
I wanted that in high school. And
I want that now. Okay. Choose a pet. Dog, cat, guinea pig, fish, lizard, or snake.
I'm gonna go dog.
I'm gonna have to say dog too, because that's really the only pet I wanted back then.
Mm-hmm. All right, choose a
Mm.
vacation. Hawaii, Berlin, Portland, Seattle, New York City, or Turks and Caicos.
Mm.
Back in the day, I would have said Hawaii. Or would we say Seattle because we were hardcore Twilight stans?
Oh, we
Yeah.
were. Oh no. I'm gonna say Turks and Caicos.
Okay, I'm going Hawaii.
Okay, choose a song. Cheap Queen by King Princess, You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish, Nonstop by Drake, Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, All of Us by Labyrinth, or Work From Home Fifth Harmony.
I know what you're gonna pick.
That's like my favorite song of all time.
I know. I think I'm gonna go All of Us by Labyrinth.
Okay, Rhiannon, of course. Ooh.
Oh, pick an eye makeup look. That's perfect because that's what we did tonight. The first one is like dark with like reds and blues. The second one is like a little red teardrop like rhinestones. The next one is like blue sparkly eyeshadow. The next one is like just rhinestones all over the cheeks, which is super pretty. The other one is just like a plain orange eyeshadow. And then the bottom one is glitter all over the cheeks. And like a pink eyelid. I'm doing the last one for sure.
I'm gonna pick the blue sparkly.
The blue sparkly?
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you get?
I got Cassie.
No way!
I swear, who'd you get?
Rue!
No way!
I got Rue.
Oh my god, this is what mine says. Cassie Howard, you're sweet, popular, and wildly misunderstood. You're constantly balancing all the parts of your identity, and lots of folks mislabel and walk all over you. Don't fret though, you'll get out on top of it all and prove them all wrong.
High school you, though, I can see that.
High school me was something else.
Same.
Okay, so what did yours say?
Just like Rue, you tend to be introverted and keep to yourself. You're slow to open up and have a tendency to be timid and trusting people. Some view this as secretive and apathetic. The truth is, you're just trying to navigate the world the best you can. That is so accurate for me. Like, so accurate.
That's like scary accurate.
Yeah. I always talk about how I have like problems opening up to people. And yeah, that's very accurate.
That's a little creepy how scary. Like, that's so accurate.
So weird.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Yes.
That quiz was amazing.
I freaking love that. We need to do more. Guys, if you want us to do another BuzzFeed episode, let us know, because honestly, I think 2 of my favorite episodes that we have ever done are, of course, the BuzzFeed quizzes, and then we always have a great time with like the makeup and like the Mad Libs episodes.
Oh my gosh, we haven't done a Mad Libs episode in so long.
Yeah, we might need to bring a part 3 for the Mad Libs. Go ahead and do a 3rd one. I don't know, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. I would love that. Oh man, Cass, this was fun.
I know, I loved it.
I'm obsessed with our makeup. Like,
I love it.
Obsessed.
I don't want to get rid of it. Like, I don't want to take it off.
Right?
Am I frozen on the screen?
Yes.
Oh no!
But it's a really good picture of you, though.
Oh no!
Oh, you're good now. You're not frozen anymore.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. I was like looking at my picture. I was like, why am I frozen? Wait, am I frozen in real life? But yeah, we had a great time, guys. Thank you for sitting along with us, listening to us. Definitely check out Euphoria if anything that we talked about tonight seems appealing to you, if you think it would be great. Nikki?
Only check out Euphoria if you're 18 or older, though.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because even though they're in high school, this is definitely not a high school show.
Yes.
It has very serious content, which we've talked about some of it. And, like, just be prepared for what you're going to watch. Because it's a lot. It can be a lot. But definitely, like, there's a lot of triggers. But it is an amazing show. Like, definitely check it out if you want to.
Yes, guys, do it. Zendaya's performance is amazing. Can't stress that enough.
It makes me want to rewatch that episode.
Yes, because it's so amazing. She's so good. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and take the BuzzFeed quiz, see which Euphoria character you are. And if you guys have any questions about any of the makeup we used tonight or anything like that, please reach out to us. We are happy to let you know. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, twowiseoneworld@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, YouTube too. We're on YouTube. And we love you guys. We would love to interact with you guys more.
Absolutely. And hopefully, we're hoping to get to 50 subscribers, hopefully. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
It's late at night for us now. It's almost 11, well, 10:41. So, if you guys are listening to this at night, have a great night's sleep. If not, have a great day at work, whatever the heck you're doing. Thank you for spending your time with us. We love you. And
if you do your own Euphoria look, shoot us a picture, whether it's in the comments or you just like DM us. That would be amazing. I would love to see it. Do all the glitter and rhinestones you want.
Yes.
Go crazy with it. Cass, do you have anything else?
No, just thank you guys for listening and stay tuned for more content.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Cass, and you know what you're listening to. Two Wives,
One World.
One World.
One World. Talk to you guys next week.
See ya.